15 of the...
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not by each. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
2nd down and 5. Now back to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Hawkins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go play action with Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Juwan James, the right tackle, first-round selection in 2014. He's the one that got flagged there. Now it's Jackson. And that's incomplete. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together to watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson, and he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for them, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And the Washington offense heading out. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll run here with Gibson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. It's Hawkins. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Washington on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 and 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Dropped back at the 15-yard line. Patrick Queen drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks and no touchdown passes yet either. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second down and goal. Jackson. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more.
So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Packers who were able to come in and win this one on the road. Aaron Rodgers, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And at the half, they have the lead over the visiting Titans. Kenyon Drake, a touchdown run in that 1st half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth 1st half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Gibson again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This is complete to Hawkins. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken around the 12. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Behind the chain, second and 13. Now it's Jackson. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up. Here's Jackson on third and long. Open man is Duvernay. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
They'll run. It's Gibson. 87 yards rushing for him now to this point. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Back to throw here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down now, it's Hawkins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second and 4. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Agnew now to return. 44-yard punt, return of 9. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. They'll set up to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson sets up the screen to Gordon. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Able to get this to Gordon. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st down, Hawkins. 66 yards on the ground for him so far. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. It's Hawkins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. But just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Open man is Gordon, complete.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Jackson will throw again.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From just shy of midfield, Jackson, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Jackson now. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They'll run on first down. Hawkins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, it's Hawkins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll look to throw here. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for one...